Hey everyone. May has recently ended, so of course that means time for me to give a little rundown of what I got over the course of the month. First up, as I already noted in a specifically done vlog, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the complete series, now on Blu-ray. I'm a longtime fan of the show. I've had the individual season sets on DVD, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to now get it in one collection in high def. It's got all the same special features though, but it's of course a nice way to re-experience it. Actually, the day this goes online, this will now be available at a general retail. Until then, it was Best Buy exclusive, in fact. And along with that, I also double dipped on The Legend of Korra by getting the complete series set on Blu-ray. Again, had the individual seasons already on Blu-ray, in fact. So I'm not exactly missing anything. If I didn't go for this purchase eventually. But actually, again, like I noted in the vlog, looking with the basic covers and Blu-ray packages, they're good together on the shelf. Nice way to collect the franchise, especially if you're a newcomer and really want to dive in. Over to comics for a moment. Got the trade paperback of Scarlet Strike Force from IDW, the short-lived miniseries written by Aubrey Sitterson, art by Nelson Daniel. Collects issues 1 through 3 of the miniseries, as well as the G.I. Joe and Mask one-shots, connecting to the first Strike crossover. Also written by Sitterson, but with art by Elias Kuriazis. Sorry. With new, even more out there adventures for Scarlet's G.I. Joe team. Also with the team up of Matt Tracker of Mask. So it's a fun little goofy read. Also with its own vlog already, but worth mentioning is Batman Ninja. Recent anime take on Batman and several of his noteworthy allies and villains. Seeing them all transported to feudal era Japan and basically fighting in battles that could drastically alter history. As I've watched it in both English and Japanese, it is like I expected, kind of style over substance. But there's still some enjoyment to be had, even in that area. The voice cast in both versions is good. There's decent pacing, but of course really impressive designs and aesthetics and action and whatnot. So I can understand it being kind of divisive, kind of an acquired taste, but I'm glad I got it. Criterion release in The Other Side of Hope, originally released in 2017, directed by Kaurismaki. This comedy drama about a Syrian refugee in Finland. Including special features like an interview with the main actor, Sherwan Haji, press conference footage, a video essay, music videos, and a trailer. I'm not familiar with Kaurismaki's work, but I've heard good things about this as an enjoyable and timely film. On the same day, I also got Black Panther. Regrettably, I never saw this in the theater. I didn't contribute to its crazy successful box office reception. But I didn't hesitate to get it and watch it later that day. And I was not at all pessimistic about seeing it. It's great as an overall Marvel movie, and its cultural impact is very well deserved. And also, kind of out of left field, the third season of Rick and Morty on DVD. As you can see, promoting pretty much the landmark of a still good season. Pickle Rick, in case you don't know, somehow. But yeah, enjoyable assortment of 10 episodes with special features like animatics, commentaries, featurettes. Smart, absurd, enjoyable stuff. Bit of music in the Avengers Infinity War soundtrack, technically score, from Alan Silvestri, who did the Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron scores. 23 tracks. I forget the runtime. I think it's like 70 something minutes. So it's a good amount of time to listen to. Good music to a great film. My other Criterion new release, the Blu-ray re-release for Criterion's Mishima in A Life in 4 Chapters. Yeah, A Life in 4 Chapters. Released in 1985, directed by Paul Schrader. Very complex and stylish biopic on this fascinating and controversial figure in Japanese history, Yukio Mishima, a writer, a performer, a later militia leader, showing segments of his life along with depictions of some of his written works to examine the man in a very interesting way. And with lots of special features like alternate English narrations, commentary, interviews, a documentary on Mishima, original trailer. Heard great things about this. I picked it up right as it was released. Back to comics with IDW's Gem and Holograms Dimensions. If I remember correctly, this is the full mini-series, like a little anthology of half-length, 10-page additional stories set in this continuity. Writing and art by lots of different folks. Sophie Campbell, Kat Leth, Sarah Kuhn, Sarah Winifred Searle, Nicole Gough, Sam Meggs, Sina Grace, and Kevin Panetta for the writers. Sophie Campbell, Kat Leth, Siobhan Keenan, Sarah Winifred Searle, Rebecca Nicole Gough, Rachel Stott, Hannah Templer, and Abby Bowie as the artists. So some good additional stories for the new take on the franchise. From Image Comics, Snot Girl, Volume 2, California Screaming, written by Brian Lee O'Malley, art by Leslie Hung. Collecting issues 6 through 10 of the oddly named but dramatically enjoyable ongoing series. Also, a quick mention with Gem Dimensions. Again, it's 4 issues, 2 stories each. And of course, the newest issue of Oni Press's Invader Zim, issue 30. Part 2 of the Poop Cola story. I think that's what it was specifically about. Written by Eric Trueheart, illustrated by Maddie C. So, a little continuation of the craziness. That's it for my purchases, but I also got a late birthday gift from my friend Kayla. No disparaging her for me receiving it late. But I'm glad to have this. Pixar's Coco on Blu-ray. Directed by Lee Unkrich. Of course, the story of a young Mexican boy who finds himself in the land of the dead, learning about the fantastical elements there, and also learning about his family on his journey back to the land of the living. Also didn't see it in theaters, but heard great things. The style, the emotion, and also the fact that, as good as you want to regard it, it's not really the end point for representation of this kind, so there's no more to be had, but it's still a nice piece of family cinema. And that is it. Pretty good assortment of stuff that I got. Happy with the various movies and comics and stuff. Sorry about my tiredness, my quietness. Hopefully next month will be an improvement on such things if those are issues with this one. So I'll see you in early July to talk about my June purchases. See you later, folks.